All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Pass to Sar. Right wing. Lets it go from deep. And flag with a three. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Here's the sell. Sar pulls it in. Fires for three. Here's Thibault. And here's Harden. Outside Thibault. Three-pointer. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped.
What I like about Sar as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Back to Watson. Harden from outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Visitors with the ball. 9-point game.
Substitution for the
outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Vassell from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Harden misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
James Brago gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who Coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, Coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. PA?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's SGA. Ooh, poked away. Harden with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's SGA. Here's Barnes. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's Thibault. 5 points in the game. Here's Harden. Vassell with the rebound. 1:49 left in the first. Pass to Oubre. Fires the three. And he buries his first look.
And these kinds of shots help Oubre get into a rhythm. Terrific work off the catch.
Vassell left side. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Vassell's got 5.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive, as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back 3 against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. He's off on the layup.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and the opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Here's Rozier. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go.
18.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And finished off by Sarr.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Rozier outside. Pass to Hartenstein. 5 on the clock. And Hartenstein slams it in.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left it too open on that play.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. B.A., back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Rozier. Blocked! Pass to Sarr. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Outside Podziemski. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Podziemski. Hartenstein a screen. Podziemski into the lane. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
There's the triple. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
Pass to Sarr. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Trying to match threes, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Right side, Pajemski. Over flag. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists. There's still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Pass to Vassell. Now Hartenstein. And it's blocked. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Up again. Sarr pulls it in. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
Hartenstein a screen. Pajemski into the lane.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot and they look totally dejected.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play. It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Will it go? Gilgeous-Alexander. They retain possession from behind the arc. And it's Shea hitting the three.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Outside Harden. Drives to the hoop.
A proven scorer. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up the points.
Here's SGA. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Sarr. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
So it's the home team now. They led by as many as 18. Back to Thibault. From downtown. And it's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Pass to Hachimura. .43 seconds left in the second. Barnes a screen. 5 to shoot. Out to Bagley. And the layup is good off the glass. Bagley's got his first bucket in this one.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Outside Bagley. From the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Now Harden. Give him 20. SGA with a steal. And they're on the break. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Vassell outside. Fires from deep. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Inside. Deflects the pass. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an explosive finisher. Flagg's going to give us plenty of highlights in his career.
And he slams it in one-handed.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Up top, Barnes. Back to SGA. Here's Hartenstein. And it's off from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul so far. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Harden. Here's Flag. 6 to shoot. Outside Thibault. No good from outside. Here's Barrett. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, the defense gets in Barrett's face, so he gets aggressive right back, winning the and-one chance.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Outside Harden. To the right side. Sinks the tray.
Well, when Harden isn't scoring, he's setting up his teammates.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have one, possibly two stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Back to you.
A team effort. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Flag outside.
They're not shooting threes as well as they did in the first half. That's great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can energize your team.
Pass to Hachimura. Sinks it from distance. Hachimura's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Hachimura has the ability to torch defenses from deep and continues to work on this area of his game.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, you have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Pass to Vassell. Barrett with it. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. And here's Thibault. The three is rebounded by Barrett.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his third foul of the game. So it's the home team now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. To the inside. Flag. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Here's Matkovic. Oh, he powers right right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too, and he'll go to the line. Kelly Oubre picks one up, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
Outside Pajemski. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Catches the defense napping there. Those plays can be crushing.
Pass to Jackson. There's the drive. And the layup is good. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
To the paint. And Hartenstein gets it to go. 8 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Pass to Matkovic. To the inside. Out on his own on the break. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander. Turn it on the Jets.
You're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
To the left wing. Here's Flagg. Jackson down low. To the left side wing. Matkovic. He drops it from range. Matkovic has got 10 points here in the second half. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. Here's SGA. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for your home team.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Pass to Grimes. 3-pointer off the mark. Down low. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, stolen by Harden. Inside. It's stolen by SGA. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Out to Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Pajemski. 3-pointer. Sarr pulls it in. Outside Grimes. Out left to the wing. It's tipped. It's stolen by SGA. He goes up. And SGA throws it down.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And We know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Offensive rebound. And SGA throws it down.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And those second-chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Sarr pulls it in. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And SGA throws it down.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
From deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. And teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guy. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Vassell fires. It's off. And here comes the break. Poke loose. Stolen by Vassell. All alone. And he gets the jumper to fall.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Now Harden. He launches. Vassell there for the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Coming through in a big moment, Vassell continuing to prove how special he is.
And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Here's Barnes. Clock at 4. Outside Vassell. Let's loose for 3. Ooh, the shot misses. Jumps up. And a quick 2 as he powers it in.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
From a sixth man of the year to MVP, James Harden has had a lot of different roles in the NBA, and he's excelled at every one of them.
Outside Vassell. Barnes outside.
Man, such a presence in close. Barnes fighting through the whistle and getting his.
Good on the first, and that brings him with an 8. Both free throws good from Barnes. Here's Harden.